Youth basketball in New York and New Jersey starts with basketball games on the blacktop, as players tell each other who's going to hit the game winner on national TV. Well, today, they have the opportunity to deliver on that promise. From Roselle Catholic High School in Roselle, New Jersey, NBC Sports Network, and Peacock. Welcome to the battle. The Peacock Network, proud to bring you another edition of The Battle, this time in New Jersey, Mountainside, New Jersey to be exact. We're inside the Peak Sports Academy, and I'm Charles McNeil, joined by the National Director of Recruiting, Justin Brantley, as we're back for another edition of The Battle, this time in the great state, the Garden State of New Jersey, and my home state. I'm certainly excited to be calling this with my man, Justin. We just got finished watching a really good game in which we had a chance to see the host school, Roselle Catholic, beat a team from Brooklyn in South Shore. Absolutely. And you know what? You and I have had the pleasure of calling a lot of great basketball games together. That was one of the best games that we've called, one of the best games we've seen. Having two guys playing their hearts out, two teams playing their hearts out. Roselle Catholic got the better of that engagement. And here we're going to have an opportunity to see two first-year schools. And first-year non-traditional schools designed around basketball, right? And a lot of guys, we talked earlier about overtime elite and some of the non-traditional things that are happening throughout basketball. Well, Mikey Williams is one of the biggest names in basketball, no matter the level. The first high school player with an NIL deal, the first high school player with a Puma deal, with a shoe contract. I mean, he's just been a trendsetter, and he's set the tone for what this thing can look like in years to come. So excited to see these two teams battle it out. Yeah, Mikey Williams has been a staple in this event. This is the second time in the New York, New Jersey area for the battle. You were at the event in Dallas where there was another outstanding group of guards that were in exhibit. Absolutely. There's been a lot of high-level basketball at the battle. The great thing that I like about especially this Vertical Academy team, they've gotten used to Mikey being out. He was injured for a couple of their games, and Tremaine Parker, as they call him, Showtime Trey, he stepped up. He showed out. Corey Carvey has been a dominant force in the post. Abdul Baya Jr., once he gets going, he'll knock down back-to-back threes on you in a heartbeat. There's a lot of talent on that Vertical Academy team that surrounds Mikey Williams. It's not just a one-man show, but key word is a show. That team is a show. They bring out the crowd, as you can see. People love to see them. They want to see them play, and they're going to be going against this Keystone Academy squad here today. Yeah, the Keystone Academy squad are the Kings. You mentioned they're a first-year school and a team that has certainly designs on the upset of Vertical Academy, another first-year program. Vertical Academy winners of their last to Mount Zion Prep, but they've got an 8-4 record already early on in the season. They're taking on all comers as they reside out of the Keystone State. So Tar Heels versus the Keystoners. Quakers, if you like. We'll have to find out what happens. Yeah, they're in that Erie, PA area, so nearly northeast Ohio. They're touching that border. They've got some players out of Ohio. They also have Jan Farrow. Jan Farrow has been a phenomenal talent that I've watched grow and develop. He's played in Maryland. He was at a prep school in Maryland 2 years ago. He was at Brewster Academy last year. He's been with the PSA Cardinals program since he came over. He's been a phenomenal young talent. I've been tracking and tracing since he was a freshman. So it's going to be a good opportunity to see Jan Farrow compete here. The Kings are in white. That's Keystone Academy, and their starting lineup includes Tutt, Masingo, Blanchette, Farrell, and Warren. Their leading scorer is Blanchette. He averages 18 points a game. Farrell, number 2 that you just mentioned, averages 16. Mikey Williams on the opening position. He's harassed out there by the defensive talents of Dellquan Warren. And they go man-to-man.
Mikey's always going to get everybody's best effort.
The Kings with a lockdown defensive stand that leads to a 3, and it's good. Dropping that one home is Blanchett. Right on cue, the leading scorer knocks that one down. He's a sophomore shooting guard. Bea Jr. to Mikey with the step back. A little strong. Carvey kicks it out on the perimeter for 3.
Showtime Trey.
Tremaine Parker, 6'3" junior. And now Bea. Bullet pass down low. Trey loses out of bounds. Last touch by Vertical Academy. Vertical Academy clad in their black uniforms. The gold Vertical Academy written across the front, white numerals.
Here we're going to get a look at Corey Carvey kicking it out to Tremaine Showtime Trey Parker knocking down the 3.
Singo found his man, Dellquan Warren, with another deep try. That one was also good. And the answer, Bea Jr. unable to find the bottom, so now they're running. And racing to the basket, misfired, followed up inside. First try, no good. Tipped around, and we got a 3-second call in the lane, I believe.
Wasn't able to quite get up and above the rim as he intended there, Dellquan Warren. He actually is very athletic. He gets up in the air, he plays above the rim. He's going to wipe off the shoes and go after it again here relatively quickly.
Gotta like the length of Keystone Academy. From the pull-up. Showtime a little strong on that one. On a loose ball, on the weak side, loose ball opportunity. There's a whistle and a foul committed.
This could be
official make sure that the coach for Keystone Academy stares right at him as he makes the call. That's Shannon Pulliam. Joe Jones and Craig Fomich. As they go in again, miss a second dunk try. And that's saved. Carvey gets it. And Mikey drives and kicks. Bea gets a little closer, lays it up, and it pops out. Stepping into one. That's way off. So the sight lines, a little bit of an adjustment for these teams. They'll have to settle in.
Yeah, it's been a sloppy first shooting quarter here so far. It's going to come down to guys just getting settled in, getting the jitters off. This is a different kind of gym, a different kind of setting.
And they had a long wait as well.
Yep.
Game was scheduled for 5:30. Get into that a little bit later on as Carvey goes to the basket and follows up his own. Corey Carvey, 6'9" senior. His first field goal. Vertical Academy cutting the deficit to 1. The left hand. Ball tipped away, and Mikey throws it out there to Bea Jr. He throws it off the backboard. Showtime, Trey Parker.
I told you that's Showtime Trey.
Mikey on the sideline with the defensive stop. Last touch by Williams.
Here we're going to get another look at it. Out into the forefront. Off the glass from Bea Jr. Showtime Trey goes up to get it.
As a former point guard yourself, you got to love it when you can just throw it up there to your teammates. Huh?
Absolutely, and it doesn't matter how high you throw it because Showtime Trey is going to go get it.
Nice pull-up. Rattled out, no good. Here comes Parker. Nice pass inside, and it's Carvey sticking it in the hole. 2 field goals for him, and now Mikey with the steal. He wanted to step through for a 3, and there's a whistle. And he was on the sideline, out of bounds. Tight sidelines there. These fans had to make an adjustment. The game was originally scheduled at Roselle Catholic, and we had a situation prior to the game, pre-game shattering of a backboard. And that, as a result, moved it over to this facility as we wanted to make sure we gave the fans what they wanted, which was an opportunity to see 2 more games. There's a reason why you hung around. Blanchett with his second triple. He's got 6. Double team, now triple team is Williams. Carvey, Baya Jr., wide open look. Tipped up.
That's the negative or the downside, if you will, with Baya Jr. He gets very, very hot, but he also can run cold. And the shot selection, but the good thing about that is you look at his teammates, they never hesitate to get him the ball in open spots. When he's open, they're going to get him the ball whether he made the last one or not. That's what you love to see when teammates show that amount of positivity, that amount of belief in your ability to knock down the outside three.
When you're talking about getting hot, in one stretch this season, Baya Jr. had 87 points in 3 games. Perimeter jump shot put up no good. Loose ball, kicked, and out of bounds. Substitution off the bench. Perimeter, drive, and a look.
Nice
Carvey
pass.
misses it. Fights for it. Carvey still fighting. And held ball. The arrow pointing in favor of Keystone Academy.
No, stay middle. Just stay here.
There's a deflection. Baya Jr. in traffic, loses it. To the bucket. Carvey with the denial.
Jan Farrell was attacking. He told him meet him at the rim. Here we're going to get another look at it. Look how athletic, how quick and high he gets off the ground.
That medium? Media timeout?
Farrell at the line. Second leading scorer on the team, averaging 16 points a game, 6'7" senior.
Splits the pair, and both these teams are still a tight battle here. They're both trying to figure each other out.
Williams.
Mikey getting deliberate and attacking downhill, understanding that he's got a size advantage. He can get into the lane and he can make something happen. That should be there for him all night long.
Here we had that meeting of the minds. Mikey Williams on the board. Williams, a 72% free throw shooter on the season, averages 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists a game. Stop and pull up. Farrell.
You can already see a difference in style of play in these 2 games that we watched. The first game was a lot more team focused. This game is more, you're seeing a lot of isolation basketball.
2-on-2 as they ran up the floor. Waited for reinforcements. The ball tipped out of bounds. They'll stay down this way for the Kings. Warren with it on the spin. Trying to shake Baya Jr. All over him. He gets by him, and he kicks it out for an open look. He's got it. That's Prince Masingo. And now a steal. Blanchett nearly lost it. That's a traveling violation. Farrell looks perplexed over there.
Again, you're not going to find too many guys that'll, look up and look at ref and say, yeah, you're right, you got me. So I don't put too much stock in the perplexed look.
Even more perplexed. He had to go and explain it to his coach. Nice drive. Reverse move. And there's a foul.
You gotta lock his ass up, bro.
DJ Dudley to the free throw line.
Watch out. John, take it out. B, come up, B, come up.
Dudley, a new addition to the Vertical Academy squad
He riding him.
by way of roster. Wide open, top of the circle. Had a couple of bank shots in our last game, but not in this one, as Carvey drives, loses it, but is followed up by Mikey Williams. The deep try works out for Blanchett. That's his third triple. And then right back the other way, Moses Tufts with the field goal.
Julian got 25.
So Tufts providing instant offense and running the floor.
Well, and that's what you need. You're going to come off the bench. You have to ignite a spark in your team coming in. You can't come in lazy trying to get into the game. You don't have that opportunity as a player coming off the bench. Here we're going to get another look, at that possession, just quickly uphill. He's down the floor before the defense even know what hit him.
Carvey. Baya Jr. looking for the bottom, couldn't find it there. Warren. Dellquan at the buzzer. Comes up short. So we played 8 minutes inside of the Peak Sports Academy in Mountainside, New Jersey. Vertical Academy trailing Keystone Academy by 3. You're watching the battle on Peacock.
Get more from your box score with Cerebro Sports, the official analytics partner of SUVtv. Start with stats with count. Visit CerebroSports.com for more information and check us out at all SUVtv.
Vertical Academy trailing Keystone Academy out of Erie, Pennsylvania. That Erie area, 18-15 at the end of the first quarter, alongside Justin Brantley, the consummate professional, director of recruiting, SUVtv, and the host of the Brantley Method podcast. I'm Charles McNeil. Mikey Williams with the first shot here in the second period. This team down by 3. What did you see and what did you like out of this team from Pennsylvania?
I'm liking the potential from Keystone right now. Brian Blanchett has shown why he is their leader with 3 threes in that first quarter. I like Jan Farrell's athletic ability. He had a nice mid-range jump shot. I'd like to see him share the ball a little bit more, less one-on-one. I think that that's where they can win this is playing with a team effort. They have the ability to attack against that. On the vertical side, I saw Mikey seems to be forcing it a little bit. I really like what I saw so far from Tremaine Parker. He stepped up and has showed us why they call him Showtime Trey. So those are kind of my takeaways from that first quarter.
Coach Scott and Bailey getting more length out there on the floor for Vertical Academy to start the second period. What can that do to help them?
You haven't seen too many post touches, and I think that's what with the length, you want to see guys attacking downhill.
Dudley getting inside and scoring. First field goal for him. He's got 3. Back the other way. Nice reverse move. Dellquan Warren. 6'1" sophomore. Mikey Williams stopping and pulling up. Side rim no good. Kept alive but pulled out of there. Single. Deep 3. Down on the sideline, and now Parker, front court, behind the back. Step over, move. Comes up short. Here comes Warren again. Finds his big underneath. His reverse. He's called for a traveling violation.
Yeah, Brian Blanchett shot that last 3 from Jersey City. I think both these teams need to rein in their shot selection and make positive choices. Really make sure that they're taking care of and protecting the basketball. You look at the sea of fans hoping to get a glimpse.
You mentioned standing room only. It literally is that. We moved over to this venue where they were having some league games going on, 10 and 12-year-olds, and those 10 and 12-year-olds are still here, peering over the top of the adults in front of them.
They say the midget sitting on the shoulders of a giant can see much further than the giant can.
That's what the battle's all about, bringing and entertaining the youth, getting them an opportunity to be inspired, these high school athletes. Wide open look on the left side, pump. Nice hesitation, leads to another open look. Front iron no good, and now they've got numbers. Out of the perimeter, working the ball on the wing, now it's a steal. Parker, late time.
Showtime Trey.
Trey Parker, 6'3", for Vertical Academy, going up, and away. There's a tip. Second try is up and knocked home. Masingo. That's his second field goal. He's got 5.
It looks like he's going to pick up the foul on the other end.
Got to take another look at this.
He just explodes out into the front court so quick. He's just such an explosive athlete. Tremaine Parker, there's a reason why they call him Showtime.
I'm a Laker fan from a long time ago. I don't think we had anything like that going on in the 80s.
Listen, this is a whole different breed of athletes that we're seeing now versus what we saw in the 80s and 90s. And it's a testament of how much work these guys are doing in the weight room, how much they're dedicating themselves to being more than just basketball players, but overall elite athletes.
Mikey Williams on the bench. Good rebound. Follow-up try, no good. Kipped out for Bea Jr. for 3. Can't find the range so far, and now it's another opportunity to fly. Farrell. He's got 5. Showtime travels.
And here we're going to get another look at Jan Farrell. He gets out in transition. So athletic, head nearly at the rim, finishes and turns to the crowd.
Good box out inside. Dudley with the basketball. Off the board. Parker.
That's a carry.
Mikey back on the floor. Goes cross court to a cutter, and it drops in. Tim Hall Jr. First action for him, and he pays immediate dividends. 6'6" junior.
And that's what I like to see from Mikey. I like to see him as a facilitator.
Count that basket and a foul. Masingo. Prince with a royal move there.
The Kings, right?
That's it. He's on the appropriate team. The heir apparent.
Stay right here. John, stay right there.
7 points in the game. And now another good look. And another 3-ball. Second one of the game for Warren. He's got 8. Blanchett has 9. 5 in the game for Farrell. And 8 in the contest for Masingo. Carvey. The iron unkind, but he's constantly after it. And there's a steal. Parker. Parker with the hezzy. Goes cross court. Baya Jr. another look. He misses another one. That one rattled off. A loose ball. They're going to call a foul on Vertical Academy.
Baya Jr. is 0 for 5 from 3 right now.
Second foul on Carvey. He's going to have to come out. Josh Hill will come in to replace him. We've got a timeout on the floor. Comes with 3 minutes and 19 seconds left to play. Second quarter, low-scoring second quarter thus far.
Yeah, Keystone Academy has continued. They started off, they had the advantage after the first quarter. They're keeping their foot on the gas. The difference, I would say, is Keystone sharing the ball a little bit better. Both teams are playing some one-on-one basketball, a lot of isolation, 5 out. You know, no real, you're not seeing a lot of sets being ran here. They're just getting out and playing in transition. Whereas Vertical, you're seeing a lot of one-on-one basketball. There you had to look at Jan Farrell finishing at the rim. The athleticism is really showing out here in this game. Whether you have Showtime Trey right there, whether you have Jan Farrell, Mikey Williams, there's so much talent, so much athleticism on the floor. But I believe that it's going to come down to who can play the most connected as a team, who can share the basketball, find the open man. The assist to turnover ratio is going to play a big factor here moving forward.
After the timeout, the Kings with the basketball. We talked about how the fans have been standing for a good piece of this afternoon. Once the game got moved to this venue, now many of them are seated and they're butt right up against the end line on both sides. Shot clock winding down. It's at 10. And the deep 3 followed up with authority. Thomas Tutt.
Oh my goodness.
With another big-time flush.
Wow. When my PE teacher taught us about boxing out in the 3rd grade, it wasn't because of things like that potentially happening to you. Here we're going to get another look at it. This man was shot out of a rocket. Thomas Tutt.
6'10" senior. Williams knocks down the first free throw.
Wow. I think if you put athleticism in the dictionary, there would be a video of that putback dunk. Whatever he's eating, young boys and girls at home, follow him on Instagram, figure out what his training program looks like, because you want to be able to jump like that.
They kicked it out on the right side. And he zigged when he should have zagged, as that's a throwaway.
Yeah. Unforced errors, you can't have them in a tightly contested matchup like this. They're going to have to limit those down the stretch. Both teams just really have to take care of the basketball a little bit better.
Williams. Warren has accepted that challenge. He guards him face up. Mikey from deep. Rattled out, no good. Loose ball rebound. Showtime grabs it. But underneath, there's a whistle and a foul. That'll go against Tutt. Keystone Academy with 8 fouls. Vertical Academy with 4. Carvey with those 2 fouls had to come over and have a conversation real quick to help him avoid that third.
Yeah, it looks like they might, go offense for defense here.
6'10" sophomore Josh Hill buries the first.
Great size and length. You mentioned he's 6'10". He's standing at the free throw line, can scratch his kneecap standing straight up. Long as I-75.
We're up in the northeast. It's 95 up this way. Good tip.
Good shot, man.
A lot of three-pointers flying off the hands of both of these teams.
Oh, get it, y'all. You can't stand there. Post up, Prince.
The difference is Keystone's 5 for 10 from 3.
Give it to him.
It's hard to beat a team when they're shooting 50% from 3.
That's Warren.
Roll, Prince.
There's a steal. Mikey Williams. Welcome to the battle, New Jersey.
That's what the crowd came to see.
He's got 7.
Jan Farrell returned fire for 3.
Baya Jr. Rebound on the weak side. Mikey inside. 360 move.
Oh, my goodness.
Mikey Williams.
Wow.
Inside the final minute of the first half. Open look. Here comes Mikey again. He'll slow things up. 13-second differential between shot and game clock. Mikey wanted to break down the defender. And he drops it, gives it off. Oh, and it doesn't fall down.
I've been impressed with Mikey's playmaking and finishing ability. I've been impressed with his unselfishness. Here we're going to get a look at, watch this finish from Mikey. This is the dunk, finish at the rim, head nearly at the rim.
And there's a facial. Masingo.
Prince Masingo with the dunk. He's going to get rewarded headed to the free throw line.
Masingo, 6'9" senior, has double figures. He's at 10. Final seconds of the first half.
No good from Baya.
So we played 16 minutes inside of the Peak Performance Center.
Look at
the Sports Academy.
Acrobatic finish there from Mikey Williams. Just I mean, amazing for him to have such balance in the air to be able to spin through traffic and still finish that layup. That was beautiful.
Great way to close out that first half of play. Keystone Academy still out in front, though, as they lead by 9, 37-28. So coming off that, who has the momentum, would you think, going into that third quarter?
Oh, for sure, Vertical Academy. For sure, Keystone Academy has the momentum right now. They're in a position where they're able to, here we're going to get a look. They've done a great job shooting the outside shot. They've knocked it down at a high level, whereas on the other end, it's been very different. Vertical Academy has only made 1 3 so far. Abdul Baya, 0 for 7 from 3. So right now, Keystone they have the advantage. They're up 9. They have the momentum. They've had a lot of positive things going for them, whether it be Thomas Tutt with that amazing putback jam, whether it be Prince Masingo, his ability to play above the rim, Brian Blanchett with 3 3-pointers, Jan Farrell, he's done great, Dellquan Warren. I mean, multiple guys have been benefactors, and they've done a great job for Keystone Academy getting them this lead. I think that by far right now the tempo is leading in their favor. Yeah,
you mentioned coming into the game, we talked about Blanchett and Farrell being the leading scorers at 18 and 16 respectively, but Dellquan Warren and Masingo, they have been the missing ingredient that has helped this team. And similar to, we talked about how this game was the polar opposite of our previous game where everybody was sharing the basketball. This was more one-on-one play, but now it has become more of that, everybody working together as one to help provide that offense, and it's more than just a one-man show.
Right. Well, that's the beautiful thing about the battle is you're giving these young kids a global platform, an ability to step up and really make a name for themselves. And here, that's what's happening. You have Jan Farrell, you have Brian Blanchett, you have Dellquan Warren, Prince Masingo, all these guys stepping up and saying, "Hey, I'm a talent that needs to be known about. You're going to know my name nationally, and no better way than to go against Mikey Williams." And I think that's one of the things this Vertical Academy squad, they should be used to it by now. They're going to get everybody's best shot. They're going to get everybody's knockout punch. They're not going to walk into a fight and a team be like, "Oh, I'm surprised. I didn't know they were that good." No, every team in the country knows that's Mikey Williams. Every team in the country knows what happens when this team steps in the gym, whether it be fanfare, whether it be the crowd, whether it be the audience online, the impressions, the imprint. Everybody that plays against this team knows that, so they're going to come out there and give you their best shot, their best punch every single night.
And they're going to have to bring their best shot in the second half as Mikey Williams and Vertical Academy trailing at the break. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about this one and what's to come in the third quarter. You're watching The Battle, New Jersey on Peacock.
When you don't feel like working and you still got to go to work, that's the grind. And that's what you have to do sometimes.
When you choose to put in the work and embrace the journey, success has no choice but to find you.
Bugs, come here. I want to see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. with the varsity.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, you made it.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
Get more from your box score with Cerebro Sports, the official analytics partner of SUVtv. Start with stats with Cerebro Sports and make every game count. Visit CerebroSports.com for more information and check us out at all.
Tamara Brown with SUVtv at the CP3 Rising Stars campus.
SUVtv's 2019 NBA Draft Day coverage.
Anthony Edwards, collegiate decision
Presented by the Georgia Hoop Circle on SUVtv.
SUVtv brings the game to the audience.
You give a better focus on the actual game at hand. Sometimes you could tell it's just a running camera by itself sitting there, but with SUVtv, it's more of a personal experience.
Just the exposure, being able to see games that you normally wouldn't be able to see, not only here locally, but across the country.
Those angles make you pick up different things as a coach, as an evaluator. They're giving you great quality, nobody talking in the background. I think it brings basketball to the forefront.
Whether it's a family member that lives in a different state, they can watch the game, or just bringing in more coverage for these players, or if it just allows us to raise more money for something like Susan G. Komen. And so I think this event has grown because you guys have been a part of it the whole entire time.
SUVtv has given a different light to kids that don't always get the best exposure.
The commentary that goes along with the games, I think, is always interesting.
Touchdown.
Oh, yes, sir.
It brings something to the table that no other streaming aspect can bring, no matter how hard they try right now.
Dayton Avian Williamson at the buzzer. That is how you get the Peachtree Corners Invitational started. And that will do it. Thanks for joining us.
Inside of Peak Sports Academy, Mountainside, New Jersey, just a stone's throw from Roselle Catholic, where they were the host for this event. Unfortunate circumstances, a shattered backboard moved us to this venue, and got to commend the Peacock sports team that came together, as well as the organizers for this, Gold Level Sports and Entertainment, for finding a way to get these games in the New York, New Jersey area.
Absolutely. You know, when the backboard initially shattered, I thought that was the end of the battle in New Jersey. So to see them be able to pull off a miracle and still get this game going and still get these teams here, the crowd followed. You know, it's just been a great opportunity to have high-level basketball in a great facility. It's a beautiful facility here.
Yeah, and really, you know, in the time that we got a chance to visit with the fans who came out to see this game, not a whole lot of negativity. Everybody made the move. They made the move over to this venue, and everything worked together seamlessly.
Absolutely. You know, they're here for elite basketball, and I think that this is a crowd that would show up at Rucker Park, right? This crowd, you know, they're used to adjusting and adapting and getting that last-minute call, hey, there's a run being played at here, you know, show up, and that's kind of the atmosphere and the environment we've had. You know, we've had people standing, sitting on the floor, doing whatever they had to do to wait.
Audubon Park in Jersey City might be another venue that folks will find their way to, where I've got my start in broadcasting at 16 with a megaphone I was telling you about a little bit earlier, Summer League. And speaking of Summer League, this was the home of Summer League for the state of New Jersey, the northern part, as that was the return to basketball for many who did not have a season last year. Second half is underway, and it begins with a defensive stand by Showtime.
Yeah, Brian Blanchett, he was active in that first half, had 9 points, you know, wanted to, you know, get back on the board quickly with a three, and Showtime Trey said, no, not so fast, my friend.
So they'll step back for a perimeter jump shot and drop it home.
Yeah, and Farrell coming to life early.
Mikey Williams, shot clock at 15. The step over three, a little strong. Rebounded, free throw shot up, no good, but there's a whistle and a foul.
To send Tremaine Parker to the free throw line. You know, I like it better like that. You saw towards the end of that first half, Mikey was really calm, patient, and let the game come to him. Here early in this second half, that was a little bit forced. You know, I'd like to see him be a little bit more patient.
Again, we talked about the sight lines in this building, a little bit different than the conventional high school gymnasium or even the college gyms that these players normally play in. More taking them back to their AAU and EYBL roots. Parker with a pair. Gets Vertical Academy on the board. And the deficit is 10. Farrell drives and kicks. And that's good.
It's a beautiful move. It all started with the drive and kick, getting downhill, getting the defense to close up.
And now a steal by the King. And Mikey with the reach-in steal. Dellquan Warren didn't like it. That's on Mikey Williams, his first. Team's first. Close to a 5-second situation there on the inbounds. Warren working against Bea. He's got it. Warren with another field goal.
It's his third three.
So 11 points for Warren. 10 points for Farrell. 9 for Blanchett. 13 for Masingo. And 2 in the game for Tut. That's your scoring for Keystone Academy. Vertical Academy was paced by Jermaine Parker's 7 points, 9 points for Mikey Williams, 2 for Tufts, 2 for Hall Jr., 4 for Carvey, 1 for Josh Hill, and Dudley with 3. They got another bucket, which will lead to a timeout on the floor.
Another deep three from Jan Farrell. He's really showing his ability to stretch the floor at his frame and size. You know, the catch and shoot ability right there is the reason why high major programs all around the country are suiting after his services.
5 here in the third period for him. It's 13 points overall as the battle New Jersey continues right here on Peacock as we enjoy all the action alongside Justin Brantley, the host of the Brantley Method podcast. I'm Charles McNeil, and the coaches on both teams employing their teams to get back in the flow. What does the flow look like for Vertical Academy?
I think they have to share the basketball. It's way too much, you know, one-on-one action. They have to find a way to make something happen positively downhill. They need to share the basketball. They have not done that well here so far.
Corey Carvey back on the floor with those foul difficulty. Bea Jr. Parker. Parker drives, and there's a push from behind. Second team foul on the Kings. The in-line out of bounds to Vertical Academy. Carvey trying to carve out some room in the paint. Now Mikey gets it. Spin dribble. Dump it to the opposite side. Bea Jr. did not want to take that look. Carvey's got a mismatch inside. He gets it. Tries to find his way in the paint, and they call him for double dribble.
Yeah, I mean, Bea now is hesitant with that. He's 0 for 7 from 3. His team saying, hey, shoot that, but you know, it's easy to get hesitant when you've had those type of results so far.
Warren from the top of the circle, looking for another one. Flying in the air for that rebound. He comes down hard. That ball will go over to Vertical Academy. They're out of North Carolina. Another hotbed for basketball like it is in the Northeast. North Carolina loves their hoops.
The hoop state's what they call it.
Kick it on the left wing. Another good look. That's strong. Stripped from behind by Williams, but last touch by Williams.
But it was a good shot, and it's, Coach, I heard Coach yell out one more, and that's what he wants to see. He wants to see him share the basketball. That hockey pass, that one more, get the open man, the wide open shot in the corner.
Tim Hall Jr. back on the floor, as is DJ Dudley.
I was going to guess him from the jump. Oh, my God.
Fans oohing and eyeing. They see those signs with Warren. Reminds them of New York guards. And now here comes Vertical Academy, trailing big. Again, one and done. Good job on the boards by the Kings. The hezzy and the pass. A little bit behind his intended target.
19-point lead right now for Keystone Academy. This is a big lead right now against this Vertical Academy team. And Vertical Academy's not used to being down this much.
Come on, Prince! Come on, Prince!
Got to get the ball inside, I would think, to Carvey. Showtime trying to take it on his own. Got in close, and there's a whistle. And there'll be a push against Keystone. Masingo picking up that foul. So the inbounds to Mikey Williams. Drives by his man. Inside, count it. And a foul.
He's had his finishing ability on full display here today. Here we're going to get another look at it. He notices he has the smaller Warren on him, attacks downhill, draws the contact, and finishes through it.
6'3" junior. Nearing 5 million Instagram and Twitter followers. And I'm one of them.
You and me both.
Oh! Goes down hard.
Here we're going to get a look at Warren trying to get downhill. He slipped a little bit. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's a hard fall, but wasn't really, I didn't see a foul there.
Could be some condensation down on that end.
Well, we're in Jersey. We're in a union state, so you don't have the kids down low with the mops cleaning up. Yep, I heard the foul there.
So there was a reach in, foul committed. That'll go against Hall Jr. For him, that's his third personal foul.
They come so quick.
Blanchett at the line.
And he's been quiet since the first half when he had those 3 threes.
Second one in the air. And it's good. Like that backcourt with him and Warren. They are steady and complement each other very well. Trying to find Mikey in the corner. The ball's lost. Dudley loses it. And now stolen back by Bea Jr. Bea Jr. kicks over to Mikey. There's the lob. Missed inside by Dudley. Shot a little strong. Now Williams. There's another lob. This one tips off the rim. Good defensive effort on the part of Farrell. Mikey, nearly a steal. And finally, Williams picks up the foul on the push in the backcourt. Second on Williams, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 3:28 left to go in the third period. The Kings up by 17.
Big lead for Keystone. They have to be happy with where they're at right now. Again, it comes down to, we've seen back-to-back possessions where it seems like Vertical's trying to get that highlight play. You know, they're not going for the right basketball play or, you know, even the high percentage option or even the shot that's worked for them, which, you know, so far that's really just been attacking the basket, and Mikey Williams really has been the lone player finishing and fighting hard. I don't even see a foul here. I see aggressive defense. Again, that's the second time that's happened with Dellquan Warren. He plays tough, he plays hard, but, you know, that looked to me like just a play-on play. But, you know, that's the reason why we're over here. We're not reffing the game.
He went down hard on this Peak Sports Academy floor. Still a little worse for wear. A little hitch in his giddy-up as he made his way over to the sideline. There's that backcourt combination. This is Blanchett. Step through, nice pass, and a layup.
Again, they're sharing the basketball a lot better than Vertical Academy is.
Masengo with another field goal. The Prince of the Keystone with 15. Carvey loses it out of bounds. So an unforced error there. The Vertical Academy will give the ball back to the Kings. Julian Kabari now in the lineup. Seeing his first action. 6'9" freshman.
Get out!
Jan Farrell.
Strong drive. The bucket will count, and a foul.
Well, talked about Jan early in the broadcast that I've watched him play for a long time. He's got a lot of talent and ability, and it's all starting to finally come together for him here in his senior year. I'm extremely impressed by that young man. But I'll tell you the thing that stands out to me, and this is not in a positive way, 6%. That's what Vertical Academy is shooting from three right now. 1 for 15, 6%. You cannot win a basketball game when you shoot 15 threes and only convert one of them.
Farrell 2 of 3 on the night from the free throw line. He's got 16 now. Masengo with 15. 11 for Warren to lead their team. And 10 in the game as there's a bucket for Dudley.
Much needed. Now they need to get a stop.
That's the first field goal, second field goal for Vertical Academy here in this third period. Now from the perimeter. It's got it. Nothing wrong with the hip right there as he buries a triple. His second one here in the second half.
You know, winning cures all. And having a strong lead right now, he's playing off of the adrenaline.
That was Corey Carvey's third field goal, and he's fouled. So he's got 6 in the game.
And if you take a look at it again, that's where this team is successful. Mikey gets downhill. He's drawing multiple eyes. He shares the basketball. He shares it well.
That's what I was talking about just a few minutes ago. Get the ball to the big in the painted area by any means necessary, and they were able to do so there. So 7 points in the game for Carvey. 1:42 left. And another strong drive by Blanchett. Dudley trying to break him down. He'll step into one. He's got it. So more of that one-on-one play, but it was rewarded that time as Dudley was a man determined. There's a strip. Parker. Parker's got numbers. Parker to the bucket. Second field goal for him, and here comes Vertical Academy on a little run. He's got 11, does Parker. On that four-way to the hole, there's a whistle.
For a while, it was looking like Keystone was going to run away with this game. Vertical Academy's gone on a little bit of a run here. They need to continue to convert. They need to get a couple stops, and they need to turn those stops into, possessions on the offensive end that are either A, multiple options and multiple looks at a shot. It's okay if you get 3 passes and you give up or miss the shot, or you get an offensive rebound but don't convert, but they can't come down and dribble into a 3 with 20 seconds left in the shot clock and not convert. You know, they have to have positive possessions.
This is Blanchard at the line. He's good for a pair there. 18-point edge.
Slide, Thomas! Slide, Thomas!
Nice look. And the jumper is knocked down by Hall. Wasn't a paint touch, but it was close enough.
Yep.
One shot. Bring it, get out of there, Prince.
More importantly, the confidence as Parker picks up a foul in the backcourt. So Parker picking up his 3rd personal. And with Vertical Academy over the limit, the Kings back at the line. The front end of the one-on-one didn't work out for Blanchard.
I like that move there by DJ Dudley. You know, he got the defense off balance and attacked downhill. You have to attack the basket. You can't settle for contested jumpers, and that's what they're doing here. They're saying, hey, you know what? Our shot's not falling today, and we're going to have days like that, but we can always attack downhill and finish around the basket. I like that possession here from Vertical Academy.
Walks out, White. Yo, one shot. Pitch, Julian. Thomas, you by yourself. What?
The iron unkind for Dudley on those 2 attempts. Final seconds of the 3rd period. And DJ Dudley warming up here down the stretch.
Yeah, you have to appreciate the effort that he's playing with, that this team is fighting through tooth and nail. Even though they have a big deficit, they're not giving up here.
So a solid run, but it starts on the defensive side. DJ Dudley with the strip.
Defense to offense.
And score. Vertical Academy still trailing. Trail indeed. This is the Battle New Jersey on Peacock.
Get more from your box score with Cerebro Sports, the official analytics partner of SUVtv. Start with stats with Cerebro Sports and make every game count. Visit CerebroSports.com for more information and check us out at all SUV.
Back inside the Peak Sports Academy, Mountainside, New Jersey, site of this year's Battle, New Jersey. Mikey Williams to start the 4th period. Tipped up and in by his teammate over the top, Tim Hall Jr.
And again, just attacking downhill.
And that's a throwaway. 6 points in the game for Hall Jr. Dudley running the point duties. Calls his own number and puts it home.
Again, attacking downhill is going to be the recipe that's going to get them the results that they want. And just like that, it's a 10-point ball game.
DJ Dudley forcing the steal, and Dudley just scored a moment ago. He'll go to the line, I think, to shoot 2 here. Willie. They call a held ball. Possession narrow in favor of Vertical Academy. Mikey not available, so they'll throw it over the top and nearly out of bounds. Great stop by Williams. He'll stop and pop. Shot was rejected, but there's a whistle and a foul inside.
Jan Farrell just did a great job of squaring his shoulders and getting downhill. Jan has great touch on his shots and is showing there in that free throw. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Again, when you're talking about a 6'7", 6'8" player, it's impressive to see that kind of touch.
4 of 5 from the free throw line doesn't hurt as well. 18 points in the game for Jan Farrell. Mikey was open. Hall Jr. throws it up, and it finds the bottom. Tim Hall Jr. Second field goal in the 4th period for him. He's got 8 now. There's a throw into the backcourt. It's stolen by Bea Jr. to the bucket with the left hand, and it finds the bottom. Abdul Bea Jr. That's his first field goal.
And that might be what he needs to get himself going here. 1 of 9.
Yeah, when I looked at the stat sheets for Vertical Academy, they're kind of all over the place in terms of numbers, but the best I could pull was that 87-point stretch I told you over 3 games with Abdul Bea Jr. That's prolific scoring, and then you add to that when you do the average. He was averaging 18 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals a game, and that's his first field goal. Comes at the 6.5-minute mark of the 4th period. That might be the missing ingredient.
Well, they just haven't made shots today. Vertical Academy has not made shots. We are 1 for 16 from 3. It's tough to win a basketball game in this era of basketball, going 1 for 16 from 3, and then they haven't made it a concerted effort to get the ball in Corey Carvey's hands in the post. And when they do, positive things usually happen. That's the person they need to take their time to get the ball into the hands of Corey Carvey.
And Abdul Bea Jr. shooting 41% from three-point land coming into this game. You can see the scowl on his face. He's not a happy camper. Got to get locked in here in this final period if they have a shot, along with, as you said, feeding that post. High ball screen. They get it down low for an easy one. That's Tim Hall Jr. out the set play, out of the timeout. You got to love that. And there's a steal.
Yep.
Inside. DJ Dudley with the okey-doke. DJ Dudley and Vertical Academy on the comeback trail.
And just like that, it's a 2-possession basketball game. It's a 4-point ball game. They were trailing by nearly 20, or by over 20 at one point in the 3rd quarter. And now it's a 4-point ball game. Just the effort, the intensity, everything is going the way of Vertical right now. You can feel the energy just sway in their direction. Big-time dunk there above the rim, Tim Hall Jr. Not Corey Carvey like I talked about, but a paint touch indeed.
DJ Dudley with 13 points off the bench. He's been the bright spot off the bench for this squad. They needed every one of those. 4-point game. Exactly 6 minutes left to go in regulation. Warren back to run the show. Working against Bea Jr. He's tenacious defender, trying to stay with them. The shot clock at 15. Nice pass in low. That's Tut. Scored in the 2nd period, now here in the 4th. Showtime. Giving way to his teammate. He drills that one. Tim Hall, feed the hot man.
Yep.
4 field goals here in this fourth period. 10 points here in the second half. 12 points overall for Tim Hall Jr. Nice open look, and he's got it.
That's the last man you want to leave wide open for an uncontested 3.
That's his 4th made triple. He's got 15 in the game.
Get there, yard corner, yard.
They're trying to add more. Oh, gorgeous move there. Dellquan Warren putting on a show. Nice pass. Baya. They said no basket.
Like I said, that was on the floor.
You've got some highlights to enjoy here, my friend.
Yep. Here we're going to get another look at, attacking downhill. He finds the open man, gets the defender in the air. Call it on the floor. Just over 4 minutes remain. We're still 3-possession ball game.
Hawks out.
First time at the line tonight for Hall Jr.
Take it out. Go get it, B.
Blanchard picking the foul on Williams from the perimeter. That's Williams' 3rd.
Yep.
So Williams has 3rd. Hall has 3. Parker with 4.
That's what I was going to say. I have Parker with 4, and he was aggressive on that last possession defensively. He has to be careful.
Yeah, they need him on the floor. Blanchard makes the first. 4 of 6 from the line. He drops that one home. He's got 17. 17 for him, 18 for Farrell, 16 for Warren.
Again, that aggressive downhill style of basketball, that's what works for Vertical Academy. Instead of settling for 3s, it's immediately after that made free throw, he's attacking downhill, scores, headed to the free throw line. I wouldn't think with the leads that we've seen from Keystone throughout this game that we'd be saying it's still anybody's ball game with 4 minutes remaining. But that's where we're at, 7-point game.
3-point play the conventional way for Tremaine Parker. And a missed layup in close on the wing. Baya Jr. Dudley, step back, 3 in the air. Ball tip, Baya Jr. picks it up. Now Mikey has it on the side. The reverse by Hall Jr., and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I'll tell you, Baya being 0 for 7 from 3 is hurting this Vertical Academy team more than the fact that he's not making 3s. The reason why it's hurting him is because now he doesn't have the confidence to shoot the 3. So it's causing the spacing to be thrown off. You have to play the game the right way. When you have an open shot, you have to take it. That's just part of the game of basketball. And him not taking those shots is throwing off the spacing and throwing off the flow of this offense.
Made one and missed one. Now Farrell to the front court, gave it away. Dudley has it. He's got numbers if he gets it ahead. He drives himself. Top of the circle, kicks it over the right side. Parker for 3.
Wow.
Tremaine Parker knocking that one down from the Holland tunnel. Reverse, no good, and then the follow is up and down. Timeout on the floor. Still a 2-possession game. Anybody's ball game in the Battle, New Jersey.
Here we're going to get a look at that Tremaine Parker 3. He shot that thing from the parking lot. He's fighting, battling, trying to keep his team in this game. It's still anybody's ball game. Here you'll see Dellquan Warren, his ability to get downhill, get in the lane, and finish. Watch the English he puts on this off the glass. Beautiful drive.
We've been treated to some fantastic basketball action. We didn't get the 3 games that we were hopeful of, but these 2 have been amazing.
Yeah, and at times we thought Keystone was going to run away with it. We were going to sit back and say, you know, where's the competition? But it's definitely picked up here in the second half. Vertical Academy has had a great fourth quarter here. They don't want to go home with an L here today.
And a good-looking crowd has been here throughout. They made the adjustment and came over the 8 miles from one location, which in the tri-state area is not an easy, untanglement to travel. Just 8 miles from Roselle Catholic High School in Roselle, New Jersey, and come over here to Mountainside, right off of Route 22, if you're familiar. Gorgeous facility in its first year of existence, celebrating a birthday anniversary for this facility as Baya Jr. misses the bunny. 3 minutes remaining. And there's nearly a steal, but a reverse move, no good. Follow-up. The English didn't work on it, and now they're running. Baya Jr. bounce pass. Hall. And he scores. Hall's having a fourth quarter to remember. He's got 12 in the period. 16 overall, and there's Mikey Williams. No, that's Tim Hall Jr. Wow, what a defensive play that was by Hall Jr. Met him at the rim. Can't pick it up, can he? Hall Jr. again defensively. Showtime.
Hall Jr. has had a phenomenal fourth quarter on both ends of the floor. He has single-handedly brought his team back in this game. 73-71 is a 2-point ball game.
And here comes the crowd. Pull up. Ball tipped out, no good. The awesome thing about this is, New Yorkers, they love basketball, and to get this kind of ovation for 2 teams that don't have ties to this area means a lot.
Absolutely, absolutely. And here, you're going to have a view of that block. Hall met him at the top. Good no call in this type of game. These people came to see basketball. They didn't come to see the referees, and the refs understand that. It's been intense. It's been a back-and-forth matchup, and everybody who has weathered the storm and weathered the changes, they're being treated to some elite-level basketball here right now.
It may be cold outside, but it's plenty warm inside the facility. Justin Brantley, Charles McNeil with the call on Peacock of the Battle, New Jersey. Happy to be back alongside my brother, my friend. We'll be doing some things coming up. It's
Absolutely.
Gonna be pretty exciting.
Absolutely. Every time we get an opportunity to call the game together, I know, I'm going to be in a position where I can just rim run and catch it up at the rim, because you run a perfectly well-oiled, operation. You're the point guard of the show, and you do a phenomenal job. So you make it really, really easy for me. I appreciate working with you.
Their basketball knowledge is unparalleled. As we get a chance to get down this final stretch, I'm going to pick your brain. So out of the timeouts, what did each team say?
Keystone Academy has to take care of the basketball. They have the advantage. Vertical Academy is definitely playing a tenacious defense right now, but you're in a bonus. You can get a foul call here. That's not what they wanted. They nearly got the travel call, but no, they need to get the ball in the hands of Dellquan Warren. Dellquan has to go get the basketball. As the leader on the floor, he has to go get the basketball.
Warren with 16 points in the game, and there's the inbounds. It's an errant pass deflected by Tim Hall. Kind of short-armed that one.
Well, even still, him inbounding it to Thomas Tutt there on the perimeter does not make sense. Get the ball to – you have 3 players on the floor the ball should be going to. Brian Blanchett, Jan Farrell, or Dellquan Warren. That's it. Those are only 3 people that should touch the ball in this possession.
With a little push-off, and now pull up, and he's got it. 18 for Warren. 17 for Blanchett. 17 for Farrell. And there's a steal. Warren right on cue. Back-to-back field goals. They got the ball in his hands, and you were prophetic.
That's where the ball needs to go.
pump. Shot, bank shot.
Who else? Who else but Tim Hall Jr.?
He has done everything in this fourth period but sell some battle T-shirts.
Here we're going to get another look at it. Again, I hate it when you watch basketball and the commentators only talk about the stars, but I have to continue to talk about Mikey Williams and his unselfishness and his ability to find the open man and not try and make this about him, not try and take over the game.
18 points for Tim Hall Jr. He missed the free throw, but Tim Hall Jr. with 14 of those 18 in the fourth period. Coach has to be careful. Do not want to get a technical foul with Mikey Williams on the line. And Mikey misses the first.
How quickly the fans will turn on you if there is no home feel, no ties to the area.
10 points now for Mikey Williams. Spectacular as they've been. And we've got another defensive stand for Vertical Academy on the inbounds.
Well, and the issue there is the ball was not going to Dellquan Warren. Dellquan has to go get the basketball, period. Point blank, period. No ifs, ands, buts about it. He has to go get it, and if they're denying him, he has to force them to foul him in the act of going to get the ball.
Aggressive drive by DJ Dudley and a defensive stand by Keystone Academy.
Yep. They're going to go to Corey Carvey, try and get a paint touch. They have a major advantage. He's got 40 pounds on the defender.
He's been sitting for a while. See if he can be effective after that lengthy rest. The lefty hook. Ball tipped out and controlled by Parker, or did he? And that's last touch by the Kings in that corner over there. So now the fans turning back to Vertical Academy. Harvey will check back out. There was a brief rest for Tim Hall Jr. That's Dudley. His pull-up three comes up shy, but there's a foul on the three ball.
Yeah, I was going to say that was a very, very bad shot selection. He had 20 seconds in the shot clock, 24 to be exact. You know, contested three-pointer against a 6'7" defender. That was a bad shot selection. He was bailed out, but I still don't like it.
Dudley, just the third time at the line tonight. 5 points in this quarter.
Has a chance to tie it at the line.
He's got 11 points in the second half. Moses Tufts back in the lineup. Wow, he's good. You called it. On the inbounds, nearly a steal.
And Trey Parker just fouled out. Oh, they're going to say that was his fourth.
They must have made an adjustment somewhere because we're going off of our public address announcer. So 4 fouls on Parker, 3 on Williams, 3 on Hall, 3 on Corby.
Yeah, that
was his 5th.
That should have been his 5th. Yep.
Trying to keep Showtime on the floor. So Parker's day is done. But it's been an outstanding performance by him. Another one, 19 points in the game. He is the leading scorer for Vertical Academy. First big miss there. Second one drops home. Farrell, second leading scorer, averaging 16 a game, makes 1 of 2. Got 19 now in the game as Williams looks to move and makes the move. Mikey Williams, aggressive to the 10.
And the crowd erupted as he got that bucket. Shot clock's off.
Williams with 12. Top of the circle, deep 3. Give me all 3 of those for Blanchard. His 5th made 3 of the game. He's got 20. Big possession here. Abdul Baya. Oh, he knocks it down.
And Baya has not been there all game. That's only his 2nd field goal.
And watch out, they're coming toward our table.
Wow.
And there's the shot as you see it drop home with plenty of time left on the clock. From the obscured look, look at Baya, Jr., the confidence. To find it, here it is one more time.
Here we go. Pull up jumper, 3 seconds on the clock. Nothing but the bottom of the net. After being, relatively shut out this entire game, he has not scored well. Here goes the crowd. The crowd storms the floor.
What a 4th quarter it was for Vertical Academy. Left for dead, down 14, and they make a huge run in that final period.
Baya's 2 for 11, but no bucket bigger than that one right there.
35 points in the final period. By far and away their best performance in the battle. Mikey Williams, aggressive. Lost his man and went reversal on him. So this makes it well worth the wait. Bonus basketball in the Battle of New Jersey. Only fitting.
Gotta love it. Wow, my blood pressure's up. Mountainside police are in the building trying to maintain order.
So we'll jump it up. And I shouldn't have been able to touch the ball in there, and I think they're going to catch that. I think they're going to re-jump. The toss was almost over the head of the referee, coming backwards. He has a wry smile on his face. And another high toss, but controlled by the Kings of Keystone out of Erie, Pennsylvania. And an aggressive move, count the bucket, and a foul.
Jan Farrell attacking downhill. Beautiful move, getting downhill. I think that's, I know I sound like a broken record talking about it, but that's the way to be successful in the game of basketball, is getting aggressive downhill action towards the basket. Dudley had the right idea, just poor execution there.
This is the point of the game where I know the fans want Mikey Williams to take over. Mikey gets it on the inbound. Tries to find a man. It's stolen away. They had a 4-on-0. Nice pass inside. Leads to a layup. That's Masingo. He had been quiet for a while. 17 now for Masingo. Baya Jr. on his drive was stopped. Both teams in the double bonus.
5-point game.
You've got a timeout or no?
Nope, a foul out. Number 33 just fouled out.
All right, so we had a foul out. That was Thomas Tutt. So Tutt's night is done. Finished up with 4 points in the game. Jermaine Parker also fouled out for Vertical Academy. He had 19 before he exited. Baya Jr. with 2 points in the game before that big field goal to send it to overtime. Makes the second one, so he's got 5. That was reminiscent of one of those martial arts movies. That hesitation move.
Yep. We talked about the guard play in New York, New Jersey, and neither of these teams are from this area, but they definitely brought the guard play here tonight.
And that's why you hear all the oohs and ahs. He spent a lot of time in the line here in the second half in overtime. Six of 8 so far. 21 points. Young man who averages 18 a game. Their leading scorer, he's got 22 now. He's the game high scorer in the contest. Baya outside. Dudley drives, left hand, tipped. Dudley is a pogo stick.
Yeah, his ability to follow his own miss there was impressive.
Got 18. Spin dribble, drive, nice
Travel.
move.
Yep, they called the travel. The ball needs to be in Dellquan Warren's hands right now. They need to get the ball in Dellquan Warren's hands for every possession.
Talking about Keystone. Vertical Academy with their backs to the wall again. Mikey Williams. Spin, Mikey to the rack.
Too much sauce.
Williams with 14. And that's a turnover.
And that's what they need. They need to give the ball back to Mikey Williams to let Mikey attack downhill. Here we're going to get another look at it. Mikey gets downhill, spin move into the lane, finishes at the rim.
Vertical Academy with a chance to take the lead on this possession. Baya Jr. looking for a clear out. Good hesitation. Tufts to the basket.
I like the show and go by Tufts there. I don't know why the defender left his feet. You know, they have not shot the three ball well at all. Nobody on this team has shot the three ball well other than Tremaine Parker. He's the only person to make any threes tonight, so there's no reason to leave your feet out there.
Yeah, on the season, they're 31% three-point shooting team. struggling for the line here tonight.
Dellquan, take it out.
Moses, a 6'5" junior. His first point since the first quarter.
Take it out.
So Moses Tufts
good when it matters.
With 4 points in the game, and Mikey Williams scrambling on the end line. Did he save it?
He did, and off of the defender. And they have the opportunity to take the lead here.
This would be a monumental victory for Vertical Academy if they could pull this one out, coming from the depths. But still plenty of time remaining, just inside of 2 minutes left. Nice bend move, and it comes up strong. Gorgeous move that time by Dudley.
He knew he had the size advantage there.
High ball screen, they get it down low, and there's a reach in and a foul committed. Prince Masingo will have to step back to the line. He's 1 for 2 on the night. 17 points in the game. Excellent form on that one. Pressure-packed free throws. Cool, calm, and collected is the Prince. Mikey.
Baby food.
Turn and face. Mikey Williams counted, and a foul.
Big-time players make big-time plays in clutch moments, and that's what Mikey Williams just did. He called for it with the back to the basket, spin move, jumper, and one. Tie ball game. He's headed to the free throw line to give them the lead. Wow.
Four out of 7 on the night. And he gets that one to drop. 17 points for Mikey Williams, and there's a timeout on the floor with 1:05 left to go in overtime. Vertical Academy, who trailed by over 20 here in the second half, have fought all the way back and have a 1-point edge. And it's all about Mikey Williams.
He's a gamer. You know, he knows he knows the fans. He knows everybody came here to see him put the team on his back at the end. Up 91-90. Minute remains. I mean, on both sides. Okay, for Keystone Academy, I'm saying put the ball in the hands of Dellquan Warren. I don't understand why that man is not touching the ball in every possession. Every possession should be flowing through him. He's had a phenomenal game here tonight. Yes, so has Jan Farrell, but their primary ball handler has to be Dellquan Warren. On the other end, you have to stay with what's working, which is using the size advantage, giving the ball to either DJ Dudley or Mikey Williams here down the stretch, attacking downhill, force the refs to make a call to get to the free throw line. Those are the two keys to victory for me here, you know, finishing out this final minute.
Keystone Academy has some prolific scores, and they've been on exhibit here tonight. Farrell with 22, Blanchett with 22, Warren with 20, 19 from Masingo. They've done the lion's share of the scoring in this one. 91-90. They trail by 1, and the man with the plan is number 1, Warren. He drives. Strong left-handed player, steps back. Now brings it over the top. Nearly a throwaway. Saved by Blanchett to the basket with the scoop. Gets contact, counted, and a foul.
Wow. From near turnover to and one opportunity. Here we're going to get another look at it. Gets downhill. Corey Carvey with the foul. Wow. This game right here, right now, is not for the faint of heart.
7 of 8. Now 8 of 9 from the line. He's got 25. 40 seconds left. 17-second differential between shot and game clock.
They've gone to a zone here. Keystone Academy going to a zone down the stretch, understanding that the man-to-man defense was not working down the stretch.
Step through move. Now the shot clock down to 5. Drive and a kick. Bea Jr. We got to have it if you're Vertical Academy, and it's long. And they'll keep going to the bucket. People got a little bit distracted by that horn. That was the shot clock, not the game clock. And missed shot from the perimeter.
And Mikey Williams has just fouled out.
Mikey Williams steps away from these festivities with 17 points. Balance scoring 9 in the first and 8 in the second. Farrell looking to ice this one away. Free throw here. Pair of free throws by the senior. Gives him 24 in the game. He and Blanchett were the stars among stars as far as the beginning and coming into it. Respectively, 25 for Blanchett and 24 for Farrell. They lived up to the billing.
Absolutely. And Dellquan Warren's had a phenomenal game as well. You know, he didn't score. He hasn't scored as much as either of those two has, but the game has really flowed through him. And you know, when he's moving downhill and playing, that's when the ball's in his hands, things positively happen for Keystone Academy. So he's been, you know, really the glue that's held everything together. Vertical Academy, they've shown a valiant effort in fighting back here in the fourth quarter and then in this overtime, quarter here. But, you know, just not enough down the stretch. You know, foul trouble between Tremaine Parker and Mikey Williams. You know, that's been the difference maker. But you know what? There's 12 seconds left. Stranger things have happened. It's a 4-point ball game, 2 possessions. We'll see what happens.
And on this day, we've had a lot of strange things happen, so don't count them out if you're a Vertical Academy fan. The Kings out of the Erie, Pennsylvania area on the defensive side. Dudley needs to get a couple opportunities. Dudley on the right side of the arc. Steps up, and as he elevates, the ball's deflected out of bounds.
So if I'm Keystone Academy right now, I'm fouling right now. It's your double bonus. It'll go 95-93, and we'll be able to throw it in.
There's a deflection. You don't need that. You'll walk away with a victory in overtime. And reverse for the fans' delight. So the Pennsylvania team that is the Kings of Keystone Academy, they reign supreme in this one. Outstanding ball game, final score in overtime. Keystone Academy 95, Vertical Academy 91. Our broadcast partner is speechless.
Yeah, just unforced errors and mental mistakes down the stretch on both parts. You know, that game should have been closed out by Keystone Academy. Vertical Academy had a chance. They had a chance throughout the game to get an inbound pass like that. I mean, there's a lot of things that just have not gone well for both sides. But, you know, it was exciting basketball. There was a lot of, you know, high-intensity moments, and this is what we love to see. This is what we're here for.
Mikey Williams with 17 points. Vertical Academy's Tim Hall Jr. with 18 points, 19 for Tremaine Parker. He fouled out of the game. Abdul Bea forced the overtime. Corey Carby had 7. Bea finished up the night with 5. And DJ Dudley, outstanding performance, had 18. On the other side for Keystone Academy, they were paced, as we mentioned, by Blanchett with 25. 24 for Farrell, 20 for Warren, 19 for Masingo, and 4 points in the game for Thomas Tutt.
Yeah, I'm just excited. I'm impressed with the level of basketball that we saw once again here from the battle. They never disappoint. It's been a great job or a great time working alongside you. You see we were able to make it happen and find a way, through the, whatever, right? Like broken backboard doesn't matter. We're going to find a way. This is elite basketball, and I'm extremely, extremely grateful to be able to enjoy it with you.
Yes, always a pleasure to work alongside you as well. And, we had 2 great games. The first of the 2 here on Peacock was Roselle Catholic, 99, and South Shore, 83 for South Shore, just their second loss of the season. Roselle Catholic, who lost to Camden, one of the elite programs in America, number 2 in the country, lost to them by 3, and they got a chance to bounce back with their first victory, not on their home floor as planned, but just down the road here in Mountainside. So a fantastic doubleheader for the fans, both here and throughout the globe, who got a chance to enjoy it.
Absolutely.
All right, well, we want to thank you so much for tuning into this one. This has been The Battle, and we want to thank, a special thanks certainly goes out to the sports performance team here at Peak Sports Academy. They did a great job of hosting us on short notice, and for Darren Duncan and for our entire Peacock Sports family, I'm Charles McNeil. Our broadcast partner, Justin Brantley, want to say good night from here. Take care, and God bless everyone.